Well, hello, my darlings, again. It is a bit warmer out. We've gone from the 30s and 40s to the 40s and 50s. So I can go outside as long as I'm dressed a little warmer than I usually dress. So here I am out here in the beautiful outside again, all by myself. And if you notice in the background there that tree, that's a Japanese weeping willow, I believe that's what they call it. Anyway, 3 days ago that was just sticks, and now it's just this beautiful white mass. It does that every year, and I just absolutely love that tree. It's really old. It's been there for like 40 years or something like that. So I just wanted to bring that one up and the thing out. Also, like every time, The Red Bitch's Revenge, my novel. Please take a look at it. It's coming out soon. So what I thought I would do today is something just a little different, and it has to do with basically our situation, our self-incarceration. Self-incarceration situation, that's pretty cool, isn't it? One of them is really pretty significant because these are my prose. I wrote these, I was pretty much into prose in the beginning. So I wrote a lot of prose, but the first one is it's just called Time, and it's one of the poems. You can hear the chainsaws in the distance. That's the power company cutting down the tree limbs that are knocking down the power lines. That's what that is. Okay, Time. This I wrote quite a while ago, and it goes this way. Time is a thing of the past, its presence unfelt, its future unknown. And where do I fit into the turning wheels and creeping hands of time? Will I grow old tied to the chain of a watch? Or shall I divide the seasons into the passages of the sun? And further divide the days into the methodical trotting of my oxen? The steady thump-thump of my heart drives me forward into time, to a destination unknown. I shall, if time permits, let the beat of my heart be my timepiece, and I shall squeeze from each beat a full measure of time. So that was Time. That was one of my prose. The next one's called My Living Room, and obviously I was sitting in the living room writing prose. And actually I finished the poem, and when I finished the poem I added another stanza to the bottom. It actually doesn't fit the poem, but it was my first very poetic stanza. So it's on the bottom of this poem, and I'll finish the poem, then I'll read the poetic stanza that I put at the bottom of the poem. And this poem is called My Living Room. My living room possesses the comfortable furnishings of my heart, the window of vision from which to view the stars, the fires of passion, popping, flashing, jumping, spitting, smoking, smoldering, but always reflecting in the room from the hearth which safety contains it, the warm rug of love, the overstuffed chair of companionship, the worn leather-bound volumes with its musky memories, the decanter of the wine of forgetfulness. My dear, you will always be here, because you are the substance from which this room is made. I was probably in love then. But then I added this last stanza, and this is the one that moved me from prose to poetry. And the last stanza goes this way. From this room I must someday pass to sit in the dirt or lay in the grass. And if it be the grass, I shall prepare a picnic for your repasts. So when that one was done, I switched immediately to poetry from prose. I still write, now I'm back to writing a little prose again because sometimes it just fits better for what I want to say than poetry does, or I don't want to take the time to figure out what the poem would be. So that's some of the things that are going on there. Beautiful day. They're chopping trees up left and right. The groundhogs are out, the birds are out, the cardinals are out. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'm so happy to be here with you all and talking to you. I was kind of thinking a little bit about when I'm doing poetry, and poetry is similar to writing. It's a little different, but it's similar to writing. In writing, we don't, it's kind of prose when we're writing, if you know what I mean, is that what we're doing is we're assembling paragraphs, sentences, and people talking into ways that make sense. And that's what prose is like. It's assembling words and phrases into an assembly that makes sense. So that's kind of what we do when we're writing. As authors, that's what we do. It has been a very stressful week, 2 weeks, I guess, having had to cut my book tour short and come back home, and my other tours and book signings and book things have all been canceled for the foreseeable future. So we're working on those kind of things. I just wanted to go into, I'm just going to touch on my books again, and they're available everywhere. Also on my website you can find some of the short stories. I have a short play. I've had a couple of plays on stage. And I have this really short play, but it's really kind of depressing and it's not good for a sunny day. So my books again, this is Identity. This was one of the first books out, and you can find it on Amazon and different places, Barnes and Nobles. This one, Red Bitch's Revenge, is really thick. It's like 2 novels in one. It's 520 pages and 141,000 words. The average novel is 70 to 80,000 words, so it's basically about 2 novels thick. And if you're doing your reading and we're all being put in, we can't watch TV anymore because we've been fed up with watching the news and everything, then it's a good time to start looking to read things. This is coming along. I'm on chapter 34 right now, and the days are so nice that I'll probably sit outside on my other deck and write for a while because it's just beautiful out here. And that is Angel the Assassin. And I'm on chapter 34 of that one now, so it's coming right along. Now, as always, my website, Jane's Adventures in Storyland. Long but easy to remember, www.janesadventuresinstoryland.com. Take a look on my website. You will find poems, and some of these poems and short stories on that one. Also, you'll find descriptions of my books and what's in them. Oh, and just forgot to tell you, right now I'm running a 20% discount plus free shipping on my books. So all the books are written down, marked down by 20%, and free shipping on my website, signed and dedicated, so that I'm just going to do this for the duration of the lockdown. So if you want one, please take a look, and it's a 20% discount. Okay, love you all, and you take it easy. Be safe. Stay away from one another. Stay around. You can stay out here because there's nobody else out here, so I'm here all by myself, me and the groundhogs. Okay, love you all. Take it easy and be safe.